speaking, I was kind of hoping that Kassia was going to confront Onyeka about the vile way she described her. But then I love the fact that she did not. Because of the mood in the house, everywhere was tensed. Everybody was emotional. I mean, with the exception of the Nelita pair, of course. Those ones, they were so excited. They couldn't even hide it. They were so excited that they were not evicted. Yes. And in a way, I kind of felt bad that they could not read the room. Yeah, they saw how moody everybody was. But then at the end of the day, it's a game, right? It could have been them. It could have been anybody else. Yeah. But back to Kassia. I was kind of happy that she had read the room and had not proceeded to confront Onyeka for calling her vile, wicked, and saying that, oh, she wonders if Kassia is even a human being. Yes, that's such a big way to, derogatorily describe someone. That is very, very vile in itself. And if we're very honest with ourselves, Onyeka's explanation during the live eviction show in answering Ebuka's questions was quite senseless. Like, she was confusing herself. I was equally confused because I did not understand the explanation she was giving. Yeah, you dished out a vile gossip and they're asking you about it and you're like, I don't want it to look like what I was saying was bad. Like, how does that even make sense? Anyways, talking about conversations that happened after the live eviction show. Yeah, people were checking up on their friends and allies in the house. Kelly Ray was checking in on Victoria, and then there was a conversation that ensued with Kassia there as well. And that was where Victoria was advising Kassia not to go and fight, and Kassia said she wasn't going to go and fight, but then she was quite, icked that Onyeka was upset about what she said. But then she was going around peddling gossips that Victoria was gossiping about Sean to Nelly. And guys, that one completely threw me off because I was wondering, like, how? And a fan of hers had the audacity to come join our Saturday live conversation to say Onyeka is not malicious. How do you define malicious? Anyways, Kassia said that she wasn't going to go for Onyeka, but if Onyeka comes for her, she's going to go for Onyeka. Yeah, she's going to go for Onyeka. And I'm like, well, I actually do hope that Onyeka comes for you so that we get some action this week. Because, hey, it's officially the 9th week of the season, giving us just, 1 week and more days to go before the season comes to an end. And I think it would be nice if we get some action, before Big Brother finally turns off the lights and draws the curtains. But aside that particular conversation, there was also Ozzy that was checking in on Victoria just to see how she was doing. He was about to go to bed. According to him, he was completely drained and exhausted. The whole emotional roller coaster happening from the evictions to realizing that their closest friends and allies are no longer in the house. But in checking in on Victoria, Ozzy was still kind of cunning. I was saying, I just want to check up on you. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're well. So Kelly Ray and Kassia, they are now your new, what did he call it? Did he call it gang or allies or something, or clique? Said, oh, they are now your new clique in the house. And you could see how Victoria had, ruminated that in her mind before responding. She's like, oh yes, with Kelly Ray, we're cool. But with Kassia, we're more closer. And you could see Ozzy pondering on that. And I was looking at this guy, I'm like, bro, why are you acting like you don't also have your clique in the house? That's your brother. There's also Wani, and then there's also Onyeka. So what are we talking about? I mean, you could see that he was trying to, sort of calculate, okay, which people are with which people now. Are we outnumbered in our own clique? What's going on? Because, ladies and gentlemen, these housemates know that even though everybody is feeling emotional, the game continues. Next day is nominations. They could either nominate or Big Brother could put up everybody up for eviction for this week. So the guy was in, calculating mode. But anyways, they just talked about random things. I'd gone into the house. He was checking if she was going to eat. She said she was going to eat, and then they had gone into the house. But before we continue with the next conversation, Look at me. I totally need to introduce myself again for the benefit of those that do not really know who I am. So, ladies and gentlemen, hi. You're welcome to my channel. My name is Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Elijah, and I am the girl with the T. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in, for becoming a part of this community. You're especially welcome. Guys, please do not forget to like this video as you watch, all right? In fact, right now, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, just pause this video and do just that, all right? So please go ahead, like this video, and if you are yet to subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe, all right? And also, whilst at it, please don't forget to turn on your post notification bell to always receive a lot of my videos whenever I upload a new one. Now, all of that said, let's just quickly continue with the rest of this analysis. Okay, so just when we thought we were gonna have a peaceful night with the housemates, you know, looking at the mood in the house, Nelly decided to strike again with her insecurities. Now, yes, I know she has repeatedly told Big Brother during her diary session that she's just catching cruise. She does not like her ship with Suj. I think she even mentioned during her diary session that if there's one thing that she regrets or she would take back, it's her ship with Suj, which I think is a blatant lie. Because, ladies and gentlemen, with the way she conducts herself in that ship, the way she acts jealous, the way she acts insecure, the way she's constantly complaining and demanding for more and more and more attention like Oliver Twist, I do not think she regrets being in that ship. As a matter of fact, I think she basks in that ship. And she's also aware that it is that ship that is keeping her in that house. Because if it's not that ship, tell me, what else? What else? What else is keeping her in that house? Let's be frank about it. Anyways, let's even touch on what Suj was discussing with Victoria. It wasn't like he was even wooing Victoria in any way. They were just trying to reconcile from whatever had driven them apart, whatever wedge had caused them to, you know, just keep their distance from each other. As I mentioned before, remember, they were quite, you know, they had a rapport. They weren't quite close, but they had a rapport in the first 2 weeks of the season. But then Victoria did not allow for, you know, any form of relationship to stem from that. So Suj had focused on Nelly. Victoria had focused on her focus. So that was what they were trying to even discuss. And Nelly was upset. Now, there was something she had actually said, which I totally understood. According to her, she doesn't really care what Suj was discussing with Victoria. She doesn't really care if he was even talking to her. What she was really upset about was that she was tipsy during the party. And then after the party, Suj, instead of him to have brought her into the house and taken care of her, he had left her and gone into the house himself. And then when she was looking for him, when she had come into the house, she had seen him talking to Victoria. And that was when she had seen his arm around her shoulder. That was what really pissed her off. The fact that he abandoned her. Guys, I don't know. Anyways, she made a big deal out of it. She made a big deal out of it. And yes, it's a big deal because it's now become very, very repetitive. But then, for the sake of drama, well, we had to watch and listen. And finally, they made peace. They reconciled, you know, and then they were even playing around like kids. What's his name? Suj was giving her a piggyback ride. And she was giggling and laughing, and then she was so excited. And then they had gone to bed. And I looked at Nelly like this. Bombastic side eye to you, Nelly. Bombastic side eye to you. Oh, the ship is just a craze, Big Brother. Big Brother, I don't even like the ship. I'm tired of the ship. I say, hey, Nelly, if you don't date Suj outside the house, with the way you are stressed, Elijah, following people's drama up and down, I will curse you. Nelly, if you see this video, I will curse you. Because, guys, it is hectic. Week in, week out, there's one drama or the other, and it is all coming from Nelly. It makes me even wonder that, what if Suj was the one that was dramatic? But I'm not going to lie, Shao. I'm kind of enjoying their drama. Because if you all remember, Elijah is the one that has always said that she does not like ships. But if there's going to be a ship, there should be some spicy drama attached to it. And in that regard, Nelly is actually delivering. Here's the reason I said, well, it's because of that ship that she's still in that house. So, yeah, whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, that is that. That is that. The housemates had an early night. You know, emotions were high. Who had not come to terms with the fact that certain people who they did not think would be going home had gone home. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to stop talking now, because I would love to hear your thoughts about all I have shared on this video. So please go ahead and share, and I will see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Relanship. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.